Live. Thank goodness. I was wondering there for a minute. I'm gonna do Scorpios. So let's see what we can speculate what's going on for you guys. If you are a subscriber, I just want to throw that out. Give a thumbs up to the video and share the link to the video. Welcome new members and consider joining the channel and subscribing. I would love to have your support. And with that being said, how about we just jump on over into the tarot and see what is going on for you guys. All right. At the end of the video, I'm putting up some cards for you to see and what they will be. Just changing something here. And what I've got up is like this week's astrology on the end of it, and also the playlist, so you can go and see all the rest of the videos. All right, because like I said, these are general readings. Because I don't know everybody's chart. I don't know if you're having returns coming in your chart. I don't know what with you. I just know that I'm doing Scorpio right now, and you're ruled by Mars as well as Pluto. And let's see just see what is going on now. Please go check out this week's astrology, and you can do the first week's as well. And check that one out. I don't know. I'm kind of a little discombobulated today. I don't know why. Kind of my morning's been disrupted, and I think that's kind of just thrown me off game of where I'm usually at. But it's okay. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm doing a 12 house reading. So we'll see what is going on. I know I said in the one astrology chart, I said something about you just taking, I know I had the astrology. I've always got it on where it's Aries as the first house, because it is the first house of the astrology. And I was saying that you could take in just your sign and put it in the first house. Well, I decided to go ahead and put the chart up here while I'm doing the reading, so you can see what's in your houses. Right now at the moment, there's not really anything big going on today. You do see where there is squaring. Mercury has now moved into your 11th house. That is a house of support and blessings. Oh, okay. We already got two coming out. First one we got is the 10 of Pentacles for you guys. And second house, we have the Empress. Talk about these when I get them laid out. Third house, we have the Three of Pentacles. All right. And we have for your fourth house. I'll go through the houses when I get these laid out. You got the Knight of Wands. Fifth house, you have the King of Swords. Your sixth house, we have the Ace of Swords. First time I've seen it. And your seventh house, we have the Queen of Cups. First time I've seen her too. So aggravated with this chroma key. 1 minute it goes right, the next minute it's messed up again. No, just no, just no. All right. Then we have for your 8th house, you have the Chariot. 9th house, we have the Queen of Pentacles. 10th house, we have Page of Pentacles. Your 11th house, we have 5 of Wands. For your 12th house, we have the Star. Interesting. First time I've had your overall energy is the 2 of Wands. Which is definitely you're deciding here on something that is something you want to do, you're driven toward doing. For the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, just want to show you, you've got the 8 of Swords. But on your overall energy, let's start there. You've got a 2 of Wands here. The 2 of Wands is Aries card. Aries and Mars. Now, you are ruled by Mars, for sure, and Pluto. And you're choosing something here. Twos are a lot about decisions. You know, do I do this? Do I do that? It's a decision. But with this, it's like you're driven, dealing with your ambitions and all. It's wanting to get something done. Now, where is Mars at? Mars is in Cancer. You do have some Cancer showing up here. And we do have some sort of birthing here, a new transformation taking place. Usually this card is like you've been contemplating maybe something here about a long journey. This could be something, again, with publishing, writing, promoting something. Maybe you've been wanting to start some sort of or been researching something here. You have been, or you're going to, about a business maybe, or something you're publishing, you're doing research, or you have been or going to be doing. You've got an ideal here, so that's, you know, you could go on a trip. You could be making the decision to go on a trip and explore something here. But to me, this could be something in, you know, in writing and publishing and, or starting a business, a tour guide business. But it's something you're really ambitious about, and it's a desire to go and maybe even see about you could, even if you plan on relocating to somewhere else where you'll be happy. The best place for you. But it could be a long journey too, because it often with that is you may be planning the long journey. All right. So let's start with the first house. All right. This is the house of the self. You all know. characteristic of yourself. It's also about your life. And it is Virgo energy, which is your 11th house. And that 11th house, which is here, is connected to this. So it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to say you're playing games here, but that 11th house has to do with the house of blessings and support. So is someone supporting you? Is there people around you supporting you in this decision? Are you communicating with others, or are you planning something with maybe a group? Because we do see groups here. We see, 4 hands here, 4 hands here. And what is there, as you can see in your 11th house, is you have the sun and the midheaven and Vesta conjunct with Mercury. So Mercury's being influenced here by Vesta. Vesta is that what brings happiness in your life and balance. And you're really thinking about something here. This has been known to be linked to Libra, which is your 12th house, which is the house of something of sacrifice and the star. It is, Aquarius energy there with the star. This 5 of Wands is Leo energy. So it's, the strength of the group, maybe. You want to be with people that are sort of have the same desires, or you could even be going with a partner, couples retreat or something like that. Maybe you're doing it with, that sort of way, or you're doing it with, or you're getting together with some in a social setting, planning on taking, this sometimes, people, they will get with another real couple that they have the same common interest in, and they will travel together. Sometimes it's better going in a group. But in your 12th house has to do with sacrifices as well. Or some sort of rehabilitation. Rehabilitation can be some sort of retreat. A couple's retreat or something in that way. We have the Empress here in your 2nd house. Now, this is your house of values as well as what you gain. Venus is ruled by Venus. So you do have one planet here. It has to do with health, beauty, gain, and your values. It's also birthing, but it's also transformation. Something here is changing. Venus is in Libra. And Libra rules Libra. Venus rules Libra. Is one of the rulers of that, but it also rules Taurus as well. And when it's in Taurus, it's the ruler of it. But when it's in Libra, it's also its ruler as well. I'm just looking at something here a minute. Yeah. So I don't know if something here is changing. Term belt is Mars as well. Again, something driven towards something here, but there's also sort of like a with Uranus being there, it's retrograde, so you're reconsidering something. Um, I just want to look at something real quick. Yes, Saturn. Saturn is the third decant here. Those usually gives date. The decants give dates. Gosh, I'm telling you, my this morning has just disrupted me so bad. The decant show the period of time, like in this area, would be 18, or I'm sorry. This would be 0 to 9. This would be 10 to 19. This would be 20 to 29. So somewhere in those dates, it would affect those people. So something here is like a big change, a shocker, but it has to do with maybe your values are changing. It is your seventh house. Maybe you want to change your scenery. Maybe there's an addition to the family. Maybe usually I don't know if this could be if you've had a child. You made this decision, or it's a surprise. So I don't know, which direction things may go. It's, having children is a long journey. It's not short. That's for sure. So it just reminds me of, that you're birthing something anew. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're pregnant. Could mean you're pregnant, but it's mostly dealing with Venus. So what is Venus about? Venus is all of that of um, beauty, love, and the values. And this may be some sort of you're cutting some things out. Maybe your values are starting to change um, in life or about life. I'm not going to say motherhood is out. Um, Can also mean, with a mother that has, the kids have grown up, they're leaving home, they're going to college, the empty nest. So things are starting to change here. The next thing we have here is your third house. The third house has to deal with sharing others, what you share with others here. Again, this is Capricorn energy, which is dealing with your third house. Again, third house is what? Sharing. And something here has changed because Pluto has moved back in there. I think you're going through something here of life altering. Maybe you're saving more money. Maybe you're taking risk. I hope you're not taking financial risks. It's not a good time for that unless you can afford to do so. You may be wanting to build something here. It could be something with work. I mean, we do see you have a blueprint here. Again, like I said, it could be something with the business as well. See, now I'm getting one of those things where it's not, this is one of those readings that are not so quite clear. It appears there's a foundation here that you want to build upon. And maybe you are going through the change of life, okay? Could be the change of jobs. It could be change of business. It could be a change in, just complete change in your life. Because your values are maybe starting to change. You know, every 7 years, something about us does change. My grandmother was very good for saying that. She was a very spiritual woman. And little did I know back then when she was saying it when I was a little girl and I got older that I understood the biblical meaning of that because of certain things. In your fourth house, this is the house of home, family, parent. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands here is those where you're taking the action. Again, the overall energy being Aries, but this one here deals with Leo. Because there's a fixed action that needs to be taken, or you want to take, or you have the desire, or there's the ambition. You may be even helping or assisting, rushing to the aid of a parent or someone. There's a strong desire here, a fire. Fire and air, mostly air fire. Something's flaming this drive in you, this ambition in you to do something here, go somewhere, take care of something, help someone, rushing to the aid of someone in need. Or maybe you need the support from someone else. Maybe you're reaching out to a parent. And of course, a parent's going to come rushing and help you. I'm just looking at this kind of gathering. Now, these right here has to deal with your life. And it's usually in opposition to this over here. In the partnership, the relationship with others or another person in business or your marriage. And it's called the we. This is where it's your environment, that Jupiter and Saturn energy. Which we talked a little bit about what's here. We do have a sign. We do have a planet, even though we have other signs here, but I'm looking at reference of what's there. In this Leo energy here, that is your 10th house. Here's your 10th house, opposite. There's something in opposition here. Or there's going to be some opposition here to information maybe you're gathering. Now, pages and aces, since you have an ace here, I will discuss it. I look at them as seasonal. this would be in that area where from Aries into where Gemini's at. Or it would actually really more emphasis on Taurus to Cancer here in the we having something to do here with this Queen of Cups. Maybe your partner needs you to help them with maybe a parent or some sort of something that's coming up. Now we have a King of Swords here. And the King of Swords, I look at kings as mutable signs because in order to be a king, right, and it's dominating your environment, your realm, your world. And if you are a leader in some way, you have to be mutable to be able to help or make these decisions some way or another. Because anything with this could change on a dime. And, well, then do I do this? Do I do that? What is it exactly what action I need to take here? And this, I would say, is with it being mutable, would be Gemini. You do coming up with the Ace of Swords. This fifth house has to do with children, has to do with your romantic affairs, pleasure, house of pleasure, what gives you pleasure. Again, it has to do with the air and fire here. Which is the same thing here. So it's like a real quick direction of an ideal or a thought. And this, something here is definitely a transformation. But maybe you need the partner's help in deciding in which way to go. Something's taking shape here as I'm going around. Because Gemini is your 8th house, which is the house of death and transformation. And I did say this is like a rebirth, rehabilitation, something of your values. You're not sure about something here. But whoever this is, and it's air and fire, air and fire. So the wind or the direction, that's why you're getting the 2 of Wands as the overall. I don't know which path to take here. I have an ideal. I'm trying to work on something here. And I may need some help, but I'm not really sure which direction to go. Maybe somebody's parents coming to your aid. Maybe you're the child here, or you value somebody's opinion on what move to make. And maybe they can help give you the ideal. Or somebody gave you an ideal, or you're working on something that's been there. This is in the 6th house, which is your house of Aries. Again, that's your overall energy. You're all fired up about something here. And this definitely shows it. It has to do, the king. This King of Swords. Could be the Knight of Swords. Says, you need to go do this. You need to go do that. Could be somebody gave you dealing with, since I associate the aces along with the pages. Now here you don't have, do see maybe you've already been given the pentacle. It's already been given to you. Now what I do with it, it's an opportunity And this is Capricorn energy for sure. And Pluto is there. Maybe there's something in the past that you did, but now you're having to, it's coming back up. Maybe the ideal has to change or the design has to change. Or the plans have changed due to some sort of interference. Now, this is your house, 7th house, which is a house of marriage and partnership. It's the spouse. It's the house of balance, which is what Libra is. And you have to sacrifice. So somebody here may be willing to sacrifice something to help you with something you're planning here. And they're rushing in or they're helping you choose this path. The Chariot, this is definitely Cancer, and the Chariot is definitely Cancer as well. Wow. How about that? Somebody may be returning back, or you're returning back to something, or somebody's coming back to help you out in some way. Giving you advice here. This is very quick happening in your 4th house. It could be something about a home. It could be a home renovation. It could be, do we buy this home? Let's go look. Do we go this way or do we go here? Do we take this trip or do we not? The Queen of Pentacles, like I said, is that Capricorn energy, where Pluto is. And it where it's at now, it's going to leave it, and that will be it. It won't go back. So whatever this is with this 10th house, having to do with Leo, and I do see some sign of Leo here, or either that's the nodes. Might be the nodes, the south node. The nodes are going to change sign here shortly. So there's almost like a return to some sort of support, or some kind of support coming back to you to help you sort something out here in your life. Really be open-minded to this. Now, both of these is all earth. This is all earth. So somebody's coming back in that's very reliable or has come back in. Giving you maybe ideals or telling you where maybe you can do your own research about something here. Because with Pluto being there, there is a transformation, that something definitely big is changing. And both of these are dealing with Capricorn. It's really kind of saying, wow. Here we're talking about Gemini. I do want to say one thing about Gemini. Jupiter being in Gemini is in its detriment. It can feel weak. It can have negative thoughts, ideals. It can repress, because remember, Jupiter is expansion. And if it's repressed and feels weak, then it's not going to expand very much. So maybe that's why somebody's coming in, because we got Cancer here to help nurture you and help guide you, or help you seek what out it is you need and what it is exactly you're trying to create here. And this kind of just sticks out there. I feel like it's a part of this with this 11th house that has to deal with Leo, which, it could be something about the retrograde. Because remember, Mercury started out in Virgo, and then it went retrograde. It got to a certain degree, went retrograde, and went back into Leo. So there may be something here where now that it's back in Leo, or back in Virgo, I'm sorry. And the sun is there as well, which is the rulership of Leo. I don't know why I don't somebody's definitely either trying to help, and if they are, it's only because they care. So don't think they're just trying to agitate you or something like that, or get in the way of whatever it is you're doing here. They just may be trying to assist, or has to do with this tent, because Leo is your 10th house. Has to do with that Pluto energy. And something that's going to um, begin in the fall, over these next several months coming, 3 months at least. This what do you call quarter? So we got Cancer, Capricorn, seasonal, which is between that Taurus and this fall season, because it's where Taurus is sitting at. I really feel like there's something here coming back in to help. All you have to do is call whoever this may be to come in and help. Sometimes people with their pride and their values don't feel like, I don't want to bother anybody. I can do it. It's their ego thing. And this is where a lot of people need to get rid of the daggum egos and their pride. If you need help, ask for it. And then we have the star, which is Aquarius. And all this here is in opposition to what's going on here. This here is in opposition to what's going on here. So there's these opposing forces, the energy, the planets. Some of them can be good and some of them cannot be so good. I do see a couple of things that is coming off of the Aries energy. About the future, over to what's going on over here with the moon. Moon right now, I think I said today is the 10th. It'll be tomorrow that you can set your intentions, whatever they may be. Just when you start to plant the seed of what's going on. But you may, as it goes on through this lunar cycle this month, you may be having to ask for some assistance or some guidance. You may be doing some research on something. Okay. Like I said, it started out giving me many different scenarios. But it kind of lets me know that, especially when you've got air here, very strong air, and dealing with the king here, your ideal, the ace of swords here, ace of swords here. Um, and having to deal with the sixth house, which is usually a lot of it in your daily tasks or your daily work schedules or employees or something here. Um, but it's like driving you to do something here. You're thinking. And somebody here is trying to support all Cancer. So with this being Aquarius and it is your fourth house, you've had a touch of transformation. Remember, Pluto came in and it kind of assessing things, your values, your thoughts, was, and it was seeing where you were headed, and then it went retrograde at 2 degrees and started going back. Well, you need to go back and take care of this before you can move forward in this ideal or with these values you have. Before you can gain something here, you've got to deal with something here. Maybe you need to check the foundation of something a little bit more, whatever this plan may be. Maybe you need to do that a little bit more research. And somebody's helping you. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Like I said, check out the end of the video. I've got the playlist for this month up there, and the astrology that I just did for this week. And if you come back in the playlist, you'll see the astrology week by week. Somebody said left a comment, and I haven't got to my comments yet, or been able to reply because I want to get these done. But somebody said they really did like it week by week. That way they can kind of look and see what's going on at that time. So, like I said, if you would give a thumbs up to the video, share the link to the video with others that you may think need it, or they may need a little advice, but keep in mind, don't be judgmental. Okay, number one, because these are general readings. Some of it may resonate, some of it may not. You may have to go check out your moon sign. You may have to go check out what um, um, one of your others, uh, um, your ascending sign, what's coming up, uh, what is ascending in your life. I know right now you've got this in the second house, and there's something here, with the moon, and is setting the intentions. You should have been resting before this. And, just, this could have been pleasure. Um, um, Blessings, support, appreciating people's support, blessings that were being given, rewards, gain, or something here, um, from others. And now it's time to plant the seed for something that you're going to birth. And are you on the right path? And I still feel like you do have good support around you. So, like I said, don't be judgmental, because like some of this would resonate and some of it may not. It's general readings. I don't know everybody's chart. I can only go on what's showing here. I just noticed something here. Saturn and Leo. So if I'm looking at Leo, there's nothing there because Mercury's already been through there. Saturn won't be in Leo for quite some time. But if I go back to Leo, go back to Saturn where it is in Pisces in your 5th house. This has to do with that Jupiter, which is in your 8th house. Transformation, death. Something definitely is changing and transforming. About your 11th house. And it could have been when Mercury was retrograded. You changed your mind about something, or you reassessed or reevaluate. You've come to some reconciliation after things of reviewing, restructuring, reconsidering, reorganizing. And now you're going to come to a reconciliation that, hey, my life is changing now. And my values may be changing. Like I said, it's all different. I don't know what's in everybody's chart. So it's a general reading. So don't be judgmental on the reading and say, well, it don't resonate with me. Well, this one's just not for you. May go look at your ascending sign, whatever that may be. That may resonate with you. Go check out your moon sign. That may resonate more with you. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have everybody's chart. People come in and they look at these and I've seen it on other channels as well. I don't resonate, and they so judgmental, but they don't stop and think. They don't, the readers don't, they're not sitting there doing a private reading with you. Because if they did, then they would pull your chart up. They would look and see what was in your chart at the time of your birth. And they would compare your birth chart with your chart now and where the progression is going. What I mean? Where were you at the time of the birth? What your returns are? What's happening? So, it don't be so judgmental. Just what resonates, okay, great. What doesn't, let it go. Maybe for somebody else. All right. So I love you guys and y'all take care and I will see you later. Thank you.